All right, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. This is the Gangsta Rapologist podcast channel. Got an interesting episode for you today. I want to do 9 more rap albums you need to listen to before you die. These aren't 10s, these aren't classics, whatever, man. These just kind of fall through the cracks, I think. I don't know. I just put this list together like, man, you got to hear this record. Let me know what you think about the records after you hear one of them. If you haven't heard all of them, tell me I'm crazy in the comments or whatever. But I like these records, and I think there's something to them. There's like a story or just something special about them. They need to be heard, I believe, at least once in your life. They're just fun records. So now that you know that these aren't supposed to be like the top 10 ever, they're just dope records. 9 albums you need to bump. Put it on your playlist, find them on Spotify, whatever. All of these you can stream. Let's start at number 1. Going down south, 1998, 8 Ball Lost, the double disc. This is a fire double disc record. Plenty of solo tracks on here and plenty of features, making it the perfect blend for a double disc record. 8 Ball really elevates himself to the greatest storyteller ever in hip hop. Like, you gotta check out this record, listen to his lyrics, stories after stories. I mean, he puts himself among the greatest. Probably above Scarface, Nas, Slick Rick. It's pretty tough, man. He's fucking good. He's fucking good. The album is fire. We got a full review of this record coming soon, so subscribe to the channel if you want to see that, be a part of it, Let me know what you guys think about 8 Ball Lost in the comments. Some of my favorite tracks gotta be Ball and Bun, with Bun B. That one is dope. Stomping and Pimpin' with MJG. I mean, there's just countless favorites on here. This is one double disc album that would be kind of hard to make. You know how you can take 2 double discs and consolidate them into one, like take out the filler. I would love to know what you think is filler on this record because I couldn't find any. Let me know what you think about 8 Ball Lost in the comments. That is number 1.
Three kids started off being friends to the end. Growing up in the time that turned boys to men. Carlo was the slick one. The little girls liked him. And all the little niggas in the hood wanted to fight him. But Carlo's main nigga James wasn't having that. James had boxing game and left niggas laying.
On to the next. 2 Live Crew in concert. This is such a fun record. They're in Phoenix. Rest in peace, Brother Marquise. Rest in peace, Fresh Kid Ice. To hear these guys live, off the cuff, unscripted, is just, there's something naturally cool about it. I had this tape when I was a kid, and man, it was like magic to me. I was like, damn, like some of these songs I heard for the first time on this record. It's a cool combination, almost like a greatest hits type of deal. If there's one album that you got to hear where people are in concert, where a rapper's in concert, a group, you got to check this one out. I don't really listen to a lot of albums that are like live in concerts, but this one I do. I love it. The highlights, in my opinion, has got to be Mr. Mix with his 2 solo showcases, man. The guy can scratch, man. He is a genius. He's a madman. I love it, though. Mr. Mix, he kills it. Overall, man, this is just a fun record. It takes you back when hip-hop used to be fun, didn't take itself so serious, and they could do this type of shit, It was badass. So, 2 Live Crew, live in concert. Check it out. the next album, Be Real, Smoke and Mirrors. Incredible effort, long overdue, and he's really long overdue for another solo in my opinion. Deep topics on here that go beyond blunt smoking, but still with iconic features like Corrupt and Snoop, Exhibit. You know, they all bring that West Coast heat. I love it. And of course, we got Sean Dog, and you can't forget Too Short, Buckshot. It's kind of a solo, but kind of not. It's as solo as Be Real gets. But man, I love this record. I never hear anybody talk about it. I think Be Real does. I mean, he's got other records on Spotify and stuff. You know, they're kind of like duo albums with other people. This one is special though. I really like this one. I think it came out hard. It's got a lot of classic tracks, and Be Real just comes with it. This was probably his first solo effort, I think. Either way, Be Real, Smoke and Mirrors. Check it out. Let me know your favorite song off that record. Mine might just be the last one, you know, with the Too Short and Corrupt. You know, I only love you when we're fucking. It's all good. You know, it's so badass. Check it out, man. Be Real, Smoke and Mirrors.
With the top C, baby, I'm real with it, deal with it, so much skill with it. We give you a fix, tell me how you feel with it. We give you the bounce in equal amounts, feed you announce. This is how we weed through the clowns. We blaze and stomp, take over the club. I'm a West Coast rider with East Coast love. We put it in the air and fill in our cup.
Next up, man, we're still on the West Coast. We're still with the Latinos. I'm talking G-Fella's Crime Stories. This is that crazy Mexican mafia shit. My first Latino rapper was Kid Frost, and these guys were kind of a branch off of Frost, at least I thought. You know, the roster is pretty dope, man. You know, we got Saint, we got Slow Pain and Nino. You know, Mellow Man Ace makes a feature on here, and so does Frost, of course. You know, they got appearances on here. Tony G is the producer himself. Y'all recognize that name, Ruthless Records, you know. This sounds like a side project of Ruthless Records, in my opinion, because these guys were kind of in the background a lot of these Ruthless projects. And, you know, Eazy-E, he loved the Latinos, didn't he? Hey, we love Eazy-E, G-Fella's Crime Stories. This one is hard. Check it out.
And somebody gotta represent. It's gotta be the best. So genius and me, fuck the rest. It's the G spot through. I gotta stay true. It's me, AOT, saying West up too. And you better not trip. You better not slip. AK with the 30-shot clip. Banana. Tony smokes cigars from Havana. From LA all the way out to Alabama. But that's it because the East ain't on the agenda.
All right, let's move on down to Detroit now. The next record is Dice Black Monday, the first record after his departure from Esham's RLP. We got classic Lord Magi on the beats. You know him from working on Dead Flowers and the Neighborhood Shit Talker. Well, he's here doing the beats for Black Monday. Razok, also rest in peace, has a couple of features on here. We love hearing some Razok and Dice, man. What a classic duo. My favorite tracks on here gotta be Apartment 3. And hey, there's one called Gloria. I mean, there's so many good tracks on here. It goes from gangsta to soul and even a little bit of reggae-ish. You know, Dice was always able to do that. He can paint a picture, man. Dice is a good storyteller, pretty underrated, still in that Detroit underground genre. I love Dice. Black Monday is a record you got to check out. You can stream it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite track is on Black Monday. Jealousy, ain't no unity in my community. It's on the beat, tragedy. Nigga, call me your majesty. Low down, dirty, broke, damn near 30. No more dreams, a couple birdies. You niggas ain't on my level, cause I'm a rebel. Fucking unholy devil. Acting rap, been heavy metal. I keep some in suspense. Next album, Above the Law, Time Will Reveal. This record sounds to me like the peak of Hutch, Cold 187. I mean, his beats were on fire at this point. It sounds like he did this at Ruthless Records, if I had to be honest. This is around the era where Hutch had done The Villain in Black, Frost, Smile Now, Die Later, Funk Upon a Rhyme. Like, this was the era of Hutch, arguably the best producer in the rap game around this time, mid 90s. Time will reveal. We got some cool features on here, man. MC Ren, Cocaine, Yuck Mouth Frost. And then we got this guy named Trigger Man, Daddy Cool, you know. What happened to that guy, man? I loved his voice, man. He had a cool flow. He was on The Villain in Black 2, that last track, Bring It On. Like, he's got a voice like no other. I gotta go with Above the Law, Time Will Reveal as probably my favorite Above the Law record. No doubt, man. It's long enough. It's strong enough. This one, you email the homies, you text them, tell them you got to check out this album.
When I bought my 100 spokes, I bought a 4-5 just for a nigga like the KM to stay alive. G to the motherfucking 3, but we call it the Trey. Built like a rock, but it's made by Chevrolet.
Above the Law, Time Will Reveal. Next album, Mr. Mike Wicked Ways. Down South, Suave House, the second Suave House Records album on the list. This one is different though, man. Plenty of production from EA Ski. You know, we got T-Mix and EA Ski making for a Southwest connection. I tell you, Mr. Mike, the only big feature we got on here was Ice Cube, and that song is killer. It is so dope. But Mr. Mike, the lyrics that he writes on this album will blow your mind. Like, you take the time and listen to this record, he will blow your mind. I don't think he has matched this as of yet, and he probably never will. He's got some other records after this, but this is the one that put him on the map for me. Might have been the first Suave House record that I ever bought, leading me into the rest of their camp, you know. And I probably bought it because it had Ice Cube on it, and I liked the graphic. You know, that cover is just so cool. Suave House, man, they was doing it big back in the day. I loved it. I loved it.
What do you see when you see me? A G in disguise, been hypnotized since 85 with gangsta shit. All you niggas get live and represent my clique. Got bits and pieces of my mind coming together like letters. Dick God protect us, cause we mobbing like good fellas. Alias Corleone, maybe the war is on. Prone to let my daughter live.
Okay, at number 8 now. This one's out of left field. I know it. I know it is. Another record from Detroit, I guess. Wizard of the Hood by Violent J. I know what you're thinking. It's like, what? This is like some Juggalo shit. Man, this album is crazy. It's crazy. You got to hear it once in your life at least. What Violent J does here is the ghetto, or I don't know, urban, the gangsta version of the Wizard of Oz, where he's kind of in Dorothy's shoes and all these people in his camp, you know, play the part of these Wizard of Oz characters like the Lion and Tin Man and the Wizard, of course. Is so crazy. Some of the lines that are on here are hilarious. The descriptions, the way that Violent J is just writing about being in a house in a tornado. He's playing Nintendo, and smashes, some bitch. Great storytelling. Storytelling cannot be denied here. It is a 10. Some of the humorous lyrics, 10. It's just a fun fucking record. It's a fun record overall. I listen to this record about once a year, at least, once a year, and it always makes me laugh. I appreciate the creativity. Wizard of the Hood, there's never been a part 2 or anything, and I hope it stays that way because we don't need it. This is it, man. Wizard of the Hood, no hip-hop record like it. There's even a couple bonus tracks at the end. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Get your money's worth if you have the physical CD. They had a special edition with the tin. It was like made out of tin and it had some rolling papers. I guess you're supposed to light it up while you listen to this shit, Let me know what you guys think about it. If you've ever heard it, if you've heard it for the first time, is it crazy or what?
Mega Man 4 from 93. Shutters are shaking and the lightning is frightening. Fucking windows are breaking, man. I'm thinking it might be a tornado. Go to the door, open it up. Yup. All the same, back to my game. It's alright as long as that motherfucker stay outside.
Moving on. The last record on this volume, as I'm suggesting to check out, is something that was suggested by you guys, actually. And I'm talking about Rocky and Ramirez, The Player's Manual. I heard this album for the first time last year. I think it was last year when you guys told me to check it out. It blew my mind. I was like, man, this is such a great album, you know. The beats are out of this world. You know, Ramirez, he's got a dope flow. I like his flow. The way that, I mean, you listen to the way that he's flowing to the beats on here. The guy is a magician on the mic. But man, can he deliver. He's got some delivery. This is a great record, and I will forever keep it in my rotation now. I probably bump this one these days at least once a month, man. It's crazy, but every time I do, man, it's like, man, this is some good shit, man. I want to tell everybody, check out this record. Y'all told me about it. I appreciate it. I gave it a chance, and I love it.
Right down the boulevard, you see me sliding. So much water dripping above me, you can call me up Poseidon. I walk on water, fuck a JV, bitch, I'm a starter. Come check the stats, my nigga, you gon' have to follow harder. Yeah, I've been swerving, popping pillies and sipping bourbon. Click, clacking dice and dipping, whipping this up from German. I'm back in bitches, a prime example from
Rocky and Ramirez, The Player's Manual. Check that out. That is the final record on this list. 9 records you should check out before you die. We'll make another one, you know. We got stuff. There's too much out there. This is the Gangsta Rapology channel. I'm your Gangsta Rapologist. You know shit about Gangsta Rap, then you probably want to. Subscribe if you like what we're doing. I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me know if you checked out one of these albums for the first time, if I'm crazy, or if they don't. And with that, we'll see you on the next one. Keep it gangsta, y'all. Keep it gangsta. Peace.